Judges chapter 4. When Ehud was dead, the children of Israel again did evil in the sight of the Lord. So the Lord sold them into the hand of Jabin, king of Canaan, who reigned in Hazor. The commander of his army was Sisera, who dwelt in Harosheth Hagoyim. And the children of Israel cried out to the Lord, for Jabin had 900 chariots of iron, and for 20 years he had harshly oppressed the children of Israel. Now Deborah, a prophetess, the wife of Lapidoth, was judging Israel at the time, and she would sit under the palm tree of Deborah between Ramah and Bethel in the mountains of Ephraim. And the children of Israel came up to her for judgment. Then she sent and called for Barak, the son of Ebonoam, from Kedesh in Naphtali, and said to him, Has not the Lord God of Israel commanded, Go and deploy troops at Mount Tabor? Take with you 10,000 men of the sons of Naphtali and the sons of Zebulun, and against you I will deploy Sisera, the commander of Jabin's army, with his chariots and his multitude at the river Kishon, and I will deliver him into your hand. And Barak said to her, If you will go with me, then I will go. But if you will not go with me, I will not. This is right. And Barak said to her, If you will go with me, then I will go. But if you will not go with me, I will not go. Meaning that, whatever. So, the commander, he's like, he needs this woman to go with him. Okay, so what? So she said, I will surely go with you. Nevertheless, there will be no glory for you in the journey you are taking, for the Lord will sell Sisera into the hand of a woman. Then Deborah arose and went with Barak to Kedesh. And Barak called Zebulun and Naphtali to Kedesh. He went up with 10,000 men under his command, and Deborah went up with him. Now Heber and Kenite of the children of Hobab, the father-in-law of Moses, had separated himself from the Kenites and pitched his tent near Terebineth tree at Zanim, I'm not saying that right, which is beside Kedesh. And they reported to Sisera that Barak, the son of Abonoam, had gone up to Mount Tabor. So Sisera gathered together all his chariots, 900 chariots of iron, and all the people who were with him, from Harosheth Hagoyim to the river Kishon. Then Deborah said to Barak, Up, for this is the day which the Lord has delivered Sisera into your hand. Has not the Lord gone out before you? So Barak went down from Mount Tabor with 10,000 men following him, and the Lord routed Sisera and all his chariots and all his army with the edge of the sword before Barak. And Sisera alighted from his chariot and fled away on foot. But Barak pursued the chariots and the army as far as Harosheth Hagoyim, and all the army of Sisera fell by the edge of the sword. Not a man was left. However, Sisera had fled away on foot to the tent of Jael, wife of Heber of Kenite, for there was peace between Jabin king of Hazor and the house of Heber the Kenite. And Jael went out to meet Sisera and said to him, Turn aside, my lord, turn aside to me, do not fear. And when he had turned aside with her into the tent, she covered him with a blanket. Then he said to her, Please give me a little water to drink, for I am thirsty. She opened a jug of milk and gave him a drink and covered him. And he said to her, Stand at the door of the tent, and if any man comes and inquires of you, Is there any man in here? You shall say no. Then Jael, Heber's wife, took a tent peg and took a hammer in her hand and went softly to him and drove the peg into his temple. I'm sorry, that's probably not supposed to laugh. And it went down into the ground, for he was fast asleep and weary, so he died. And then as Barak pursued Sisera, Jael came out to meet him and said to him, Come, I will show you the man whom you seek. And when he went into her tent, there lay Sisera dead with the peg in his temple. So on that day, God subdued Jabin, king of Canaan, in the presence of the children of Israel, and the hand of the children of Israel grew stronger and stronger against Jabin, king of Canaan, until they had destroyed Jabin, king of Canaan. Okay, I'm not supposed to. Okay, wait. Wait. Calm down, Emily. I'm reading chapter 5 of Judges, and then I wanted to go over and read chapter 11, starting at verse 28. I wasn't supposed to laugh at that. Sorry. 11, verse 28. Judges, chapter 11, verses 28. However, the king of the people of Ammon did not heed the words which Jotham sent him. Then the Spirit of the Lord came upon Jephthah, and he passed through Gilead and Manasseh, and passed through Mizpah and Gilead, and from Mizpah of Gilead he advanced towards the people of Ammon. And Jephthah made a vow to the Lord and said, "If you will indeed deliver the people of Ammon into my hands, then it will be that whatever comes out of the door of my house to meet me when I return in peace from the people of Ammon shall surely be the Lord's, and I will offer it up as a burnt offering." So Jephthah advanced towards the people of Ammon to fight against them, and the Lord delivered them into his hands, and he defeated them from Aroer as far as Minnith, 20 cities, to Abel Keramim, with a very great slaughter. Thus the people of Ammon were subdued before the children of Israel. When Jephthah came to his house at Mizpah, there was his daughter coming out to meet him with timbrels and dancing, and she was his only child. Besides her, he had neither son nor daughter. And it came to pass when he saw her that he tore his clothes and said, "Alas, my daughter, you have brought me very low. You are among those who trouble me, for I have given my word to the Lord, and I cannot go back on it." So she said to him, "My father, if you have given your word to the Lord to do to me according to what has gone out of your mouth, because the Lord has avenged you of your enemies, the people of Ammon," then she said to her father, "Let this thing be done for me. Let me alone for 2 months, that I may go and wander on the mountains and bewail my virginity, my friends and I." So he said, "Go." And he sent her away for 2 months, and she went with her friends and bewailed her virginity on the mountains. And it was so at the end of 2 months that she returned to her father, and he carried out his vow with her, which he had vowed. She knew no man, and it became a custom in Israel that the daughters of Israel went 4 days each year to lament the daughter of Jephthah the Gileadite. So, I read them in the NIV. I've got notes in them, the thing that's strange to me about it is like the peg and but that was a woman too. Like, the thing that's strange in it is the first story with Deborah. She ends up being, and apparently Fomenko says that with his timeline being off, he says that he thinks that Joan of Arc was Deborah from Judges in the Bible. Like, that's wild. That's some wild stuff. Some crazy conspiracy stuff right there. But what I'm curious about is if there's in the same book in the Bible, there is a section where women are being given honor, and in the NIV it says, "But because of the course you are taking, the honor will not be yours, for the Lord will deliver Sisera into the hands of a woman." So it's a little it's saying that a woman is going to be getting the highest military honor over a man because she had courage. And the woman that pegged the guy in the temple, that was a woman having strength and courage as well. The little daughter, she had strength and courage too, but she was sacrificed in her virginity. So I don't know, I'm not sure how to interpret it, but after, where I'm at is, like, I think that we make sense of, like, if I believe the Bible, I believe Jesus died for our sins and raised again, I believe that God is God and I'm not God and I don't have all the answers, then I think it does make sense. And maybe I just can't comprehend it, or I haven't read enough other things in the Bible, or I haven't learned enough, or haven't spoken to other believers that will give me insight. I'm curious. If I'm curious, I should read the book of Judges again because it is really fascinating. I'm fascinated by the book of Judges. Fascinated by the whole Bible. I love the